Hello, everybody, and welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
And I gave myself a nickname, and that's something someone does when they have a huge ego. And my new nickname is Tide Winker.
All right. I'm digging it.
Take that quote.
No, you don't give yourself a nickname. You just don't. Anyway.
So we have two people that have given themselves nicknames on this season.
Yes.
Jack, I don't think your microphone is connected because I just heard something. But while Jack is doing that, we're here to talk about Survivor Season 50, Episode 5, Open Wounds. And man, this was a friggin' action-packed episode.
Mm-hmm. And they poured salt all over that wound.
All over all the
Charlie's.
wounds.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's so crazy because it came full circle. It started out about Ozzy's open wounds, but then Ozzy's open wounds kind of started to Christian put a little Band-Aid over them, and then we just had Charlie's open wounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Too many open wounds.
Well, that's the point of these seasons.
And I have to say that one of the highlights for this episode for me was the fact that we got to see the shot in the dark as a dice that they're holding.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, the shot in the dark still sucks, but it was cool.
I thought it was black.
I think they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, I'm cool.
Now the dice is like the size of a Rubik's Cube, but...
it's not. It's the size of a Magic the Gathering die.
I'm going to play my shot in the dark. It's like that bathroom that has the giant, thing attached to it. You're dragging.
Oh my God. Yeah. So it was cool to get to see that though. I mean, I don't know. I really did. Anybody who is a fan of listening
D&D,
to...
it's a D&D. Sorry, it's a
is
D&D
it the charisma?
Die.
Yeah, the charisma.
Oh, is it?
The fan who is always sure to catch Christian when he joins a podcast and he talks statistics, probably really did love this episode because the shot in the dark is something that that's come up in conversation a lot in his podcast, where he breaks down like what the actual odds of it working in your favor is, and it's pretty minimal.
Yeah, so
it's
for
really
Christian,
minimal.
You're right. That's a great point. It's a bigger risk for him to not give Ozzy the shot in the dark than it is for the shot in the dark to work.
Especially if production doesn't like you. So.
Production loves Christian.
Well, I'm saying though, if you're someone playing your shot in the dark and they're like going, we could do without this person, maybe they don't win. I'm just saying, maybe they don't. If you're someone people like, you might win.
That weighted dice,
Yeah.
No, I really, really enjoyed that just for the lore that goes along with it and how many times that conversation has been had from him and about how it's,
and the shot in the dark's only been around for 10 seasons too, which is,
and you get you get so many opportunities to help your game or to save your game from outside sources. And this is one that everybody gets every year now, but it's so rare that it's worth anything. It's almost not worth anything, but he found a way to make it really worth something.
Shouldn't it be something you have to earn? And if you earn it, you don't lose your vote if you play it. Not everybody gets one.
I would
make it like an idol.
But, I mean, with the fact that it's so rarely beneficial.
Yeah.
I don't even care that it exists at all. But
I mean, maybe they should have it when you have individual immunity, and if you win individual immunity, you get a shot in the dark to play.
Oh, like when you earn Flint or.
Yeah, it's something you earn, and then that way, okay, I got a shot in the dark. I can play it, but I don't lose my vote. I have nothing to lose by playing that shot in the dark. But if you win like 5 immunities in a row, you get 5 shot in the darks.
It would make it more interesting. It would change the odds. And I think that would be an important thing because we've been doing the same thing for long enough now.
Yeah.
Make those odds change.
But the Shot in the Dark, really, other than that specific instance where as a sign of trust, didn't really play too much of a factor, except it may have saved Christian's game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But I also suspect that we're gonna find out at some point that Emily also had a much larger role in saving Christian's game. But to Ozzy, though, it meant something. Do we want to talk about that try?
Ozzy's a fool.
Ozzy is trying, and I give him credit for that.
Well, he still doesn't know how to play the game. Christian was the vote. Christian was the vote, but I don't think they had the numbers because I think that, well, maybe not. I don't know. All you need was Stephanie, who's working with Ozzy, and Angelina, who says, "Well, either you vote for Christian or you're going home."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so they had the votes.
Yeah.
Christian is a threat to win. Angelina's not.
That's very true.
But I wonder if Ozzy's play or his frame of mind isn't that he understands that his weakness in the game is not seeing that play out, not seeing those numbers, that he needs somebody who is the witness where he can win challenges, he can get that done, keep them safe, but he can't maybe put those pieces together as easily as somebody like Christian or Emily or Suri.
No, because I think also Ozzy is grappling with the fact that although he is still, a very physical threat, like he's older and, he's got competition with Jonathan and
boy does he,
Joe.
yeah.
Like he does have that. And I think Christian understands that coming back where he realizes that he needs to play a more strategic game or do his very best. And I do think that he is trying because I think that he realizes that, like, yes, I could still, throw a whatever over my shoulder, but like at the end of the day, like it's gonna hurt me a lot more. And it's funny that it's not funny actually. It's interesting to me that we're seeing so much of like Colby is injured now and Joe, got really, even though Joe helped them win. Hi, Lena. Even though Joe helped them win the challenge tonight, like he was very visibly gassed. And Ozzy, you can see him like he's giving his all in every challenge, and he's clearly still the best athlete on that team and that tribe. But like he's coming back and he's just apologizing nonstop, and that has to also be like messing with him because he was the guy before.
Yeah.
Again, you said last week, he's old.
He's getting older. It happens to all of us. It's just how it is.
It's just you can tell your body to do something.
I mean, and he's climbed up so many trees. I mean, he's given himself probably arthritis from
how old is he now? He's got to be 40 something, right?
He is. Yes. We looked this up on the broadcast, actually. I want to say he's oh shoot. I totally 44. Okay, he's 44 and he just had a baby.
Yeah.
Well, he looks good for just having a baby.
Or his partner or whoever just had a baby. Somebody just had a baby.
Very fit.
Yeah.
But you can tell he's not as quick, he's not as fast, he's not as strong, and
but he's still pretty nimble. But
he is. But
sleeping out in the cold.
But he needs to play
different at 44 than in your 20s.
He needs to play a different game, and strategery is not his. It's killed him every season he's played, and today I'm sorry.
People as allies, he really does.
He made a mistake.
Yeah,
I think he did realize though, like I need to calm down and I need to make sure that I am aligned with Emily.
Yeah, he can be aligned with them. He can be aligned with Emily, but you still got to vote Christian out.
Guys, I love so much that last week I was like, oh, I was a little bit worried that Ozzy was going to go back to nerd hating because I really like him this season, and I never did before. I always got under my skin, but then we got the callback from Christian and the whole thing with Cochran, and we got that whole storyline like reignited, and it was very satisfying. I really enjoyed this episode. There was
I really enjoyed this episode too. We had a lot of like really good callbacks this episode.
I liked this episode because it was Survivor.
Yeah.
It was. There was no outside crap going on. It was
That's
Survivor.
Very
there were twists and turns. There was strategy going on, and it was that made it a really good. Because I didn't know who was going home.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the
I
challenge
did.
was-
You know
the
how I
challenge
knew?
was challenging to the challenge beasts, which is
Well,
always
okay,
nice
on
to
that
see.
tribe, I didn't know if it was who it was going to be. But I knew that it was going to be the second person voted out. I knew it was going to be Charlie because the second we got the confessional from Suri being like, he has my protection. He's mine. I was just like, oh, nobody is voting Rizzo out until Suri gives them explicit permission to vote him out. Like,
Well, that's just it.
because
Like
she
I said,
she will work her magic
Yeah.
and do her spells and like just whatever. Like,
she
there
adopts
was no
those
way.
young men, and then she's mom, and she directs them. I mean, she has a son similar age. You know, she
But
knows
she
how
was
to
like-
lead them.
I know we're jumping the gun here, but she was like actually like literally charmed by him.
Yes,
Which
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
also-
Riz God, man, you got a little bit of Riz in you.
Also, I mean, I've seen
Riz
her do this
demigod,
in-
maybe.
I've seen her do the same thing in like other games to the young fan kid. Like,
That's very true.
I
again,
think she just sees
it
them
just
as
feels different,
malleable
'cause,
and
yeah.
she probably does like them and the young energy, but mostly I think she's just like, aha, you're malleable, and
Well,
you bring me all of the info.
he may have told them about his game, but they didn't see it.
Yeah.
He's a slimy.
See, I
dirty
disagree.
player.
I disagree. I think that he is somebody that comes across as not as being Gen Z, overshare. I don't know how to lie, and I think that he does come across very earnestly like that.
But
And
if
I
you
think
watch
they
his
believe him.
gameplay, you know he knows how to lie. That's my
Sure.
point.
But
That's my
yeah.
point.
Oh,
They
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
see
yeah,
him
yeah.
play, so it's like, when he goes up to Camilla and says, "Oh yeah, Kyle wanted me to," and she's like, "I don't know to trust him or not." If she
Yeah.
had seen his game, she would have known right away, and that was
Yeah,
actually
that's true.
smart. It's actually smart on his part because he knows she hasn't seen him play.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know. If she had seen it, she goes, "What a lying sack of poop."
Yeah.
It just
Let's.
so he does have an advantage, and Jonathan was right. We don't know anything about this guy.
eh,
So
I don't want to give credit to Jonathan, but
Jonathan was right.
It always hurts when you have to do that, but
Mr. Jeff, Jonathan was right.
okay, yes, we'll get to that in a second too. I do think that Christian probably would have been the smart choice for them to vote out. Angelina was an easy vote. Stephanie was an easy vote. I don't know why they went with one over the other, but I guess I do understand the reasoning that
They just
Angelina
wanted
is
that
mad
jacket.
about Mike and that she will not be with them. And yeah, any promises that she could make of like being final three, like she's already been betrayed. That said, the moment where she stopped to give them the jacket, I literally jumped out of my seat, like jumped up off the couch,
Yeah,
and I was
love
like,
that.
yes, this is amazing callback. I love
Yeah.
that so much.
See,
But it's
she
only
was
one-
aware.
It's only
after
one jacket.
See, Devins would be so
You
proud
not remember that,
because-
Jack? Why that's
No,
such a big
No, I
yeah,
remember.
Natalie,
I remember.
Natalie,
Can I have your
please,
jackets?
can I have your jacket?
No, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember
But
that.
I mean, like during the same episode where Devins is like sitting telling everybody like, "Hey, we don't know what happened in his game," and he's telling
Yeah.
like basically saying like you need to like remember like not going home and seeing how you played and what other people's perception of you is a detriment in this game. And then that same episode of that speech, we get her like pulling that jacket out and giving them the jacket and not
Yeah.
being like bitter about it and having a good sense of humor. Again,
Well,
this is
I
one of the
follow
things
them
that
all
made
on
this
social
episode
media,
great.
and they're all pretty
What?
bitter right now.
Well, I think once Mike White went home, I don't think she really cared, to be honest.
I think she cared because she has 3 young kids at home. I think she wanted to show them like mommy on TV being a badass.
Yeah. No.
I totally think she cared. I don't think that her game was like done because her ally went home. I think she just realized like, oh man, it's not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I really did think though that with Tribal Rizzo was really selling and at camp that he was, I don't know, selling reasons why he should be the one to go home. But
Okay, so in
that's
the chat,
how I would have
Sherry
perceived
says,
it.
in the chat, Sherry says Rizzo oversharing with his
Yep.
game.
Yes,
Actually,
that.
is he should be quiet about that. I disagree. I think that him oversharing his game, I think that allows him to have control over his own narrative, and because he's letting other people think that he's so dumb that he can be malleable or he can be whatever. Like
he's sharing what he wants to share. Like
exactly.
He's not sharing again that he's a snake. He's a liar.
And
he owns it. I mean, he owns it. I mean, he's great at it.
Yeah, and I don't honestly. I don't think. I think that if he didn't share anything, people would be way more suspicious of him.
And why didn't Charlie push harder the fact that he wasn't loyal to his number one?
I think
because everyone's been burned in this game except for D. So everyone knows that they've been screwed by somebody, and so I think that would have been. But again, I said last week Charlie was too obsessed with getting him out.
Well, I think that he would have been fine if Charlie had recognized that his upset face made him look like a serial killer.
I don't think that. Oh no, I don't think that. I think that Charlie just got a bad edit because he was just going to fall victim
you look
to.
A little, you look a little dangerous. I don't know. Maybe you should go.
Okay, but so we had two.
What's that show? It's only lasted 2 seasons. The FBI was when they developed the. Oh, go on. I can't remember the name of the show.
Okay,
I don't know.
Did you guys realize that tonight we had 2 people go home back to back that had never gotten their torch snuff before? And with Mike White had never gotten his torch snuff.
I guess I didn't think about that.
Because she was 3rd, Mike was 2nd, and
I forgot she made it that
far. It was
far.
Adam that one, right? No, who won? No, Nick won that season. But so we've had 3 people go out in a row now that have never gotten a torch snuffed. And we had Savannah who went out in between Q and it was Q and then them. So out of the first and Kyle never had a torch snuffed. So we've had what 6 boots now, and
6 boots.
4 of them have never had their torch snuffed, which is kind of wild. Kimberly says in the chat, do you guys think Charlie came back a hair too early? Maybe he should have waited until 53 or whatever the next returning season is. I don't think so. I think Charlie was great his first season. I loved Kenzie. He probably
really liked Charlie,
but Charlie probably should have won. And I understand this narrative, but it kind of reminded me of
Charlie should have won.
He should have won. It kind of Jack. I can hear you every time you tap your hand. He probably. That works too. He probably sorry. What I was going to say is the person that gets that revenge storyline never really wins, right? We had with Fishback and Joe Anglin, he just had it wasn't a revenge storyline, but it's still I need to get this guy out. Anybody that gets hyper focused on one person for one reason, they never end up winning because they always lose the forest for the trees.
Well, and unfortunately for Charlie, it wasn't even the person that he really had the beef with. And it wasn't even entirely correct information because Riz really didn't betray his number one. So the whole thing was just set
but
up.
He was acting off the information that he had.
Yes. But Charlie,
and I hope that he go ahead.
Being back, I think Charlie being back was at the right time, but I think somebody like Savannah, that it was too soon for Savannah.
I don't think you can turn down 50.
Exactly. I wouldn't be able to turn down 50.
I'm sure there was guaranteed money to come back.
Yeah, they're getting paid.
And also they're in 1,000 different commercials too. We had a Fiji Airlines commercial with all of them.
Yeah. So I think for his game, maybe Kimberly, for his game, it was too soon, but I don't know. He just became you said. You can't just have one person in your crosshairs you're going after. You have to be open to voting anybody out. Mm-hmm. And he should have worked. He should have worked with Rizzo.
I think another problem
kept him close to him and then cut him loose.
I think another problem that Charlie might have had is that his beard apparently grew 10 times as fast this season as it did in his first season. So he no longer looks like this young kid. It was weird. Second day, this kid had a beard already. And his first season, that was not the case at all.
I don't know.
And he got Riz and he's so young and he's just he's all clean faced. He's I'm just a baby. You can't be mean to me. And they're you're right. We can't. You're going to stay. We're getting rid of this terrible teenager who's growing a beard. I'm just telling you. And then he started doing his serial.
Yeah,
his
who looks like a
serial killer face.
killer.
I didn't think
Get
it.
him
I
out
don't know.
of
I
here.
didn't see that, but like I think I
He has
do
those
think
beady eyes and just kept looking
And
like.
I love Charlie. I think he's so cute, but he was looking a little kind of scary looking, sitting there right
He
now.
was-
I
he was
don't
that-
think
he
he
was
was. I
angry.
didn't see that. I didn't see that. But I will. Okay, so
I see it now
Charlie's
that Jamie said something.
I didn't see that. Charlie's downfall, though, was his attempt to tell Rizzo. First of all, Rizzo sleeping in the boat. Like
His boat.
That's amazing.
He knocked on my boat.
he knocked
I
on my
love that.
boat. Like that was amazing. Actually, I became a very big Rizzo fan this episode, and I think it's Suri. Suri was like, I now anoint thee, my person, and I was like, okay, you're in, Rizzo. But anyway, like I don't know. I think that Charlie's downfall, because Rizzo was all on board to work with him, but trying to start the lies, and Rizzo was just too perceptive to be like, Jonathan, really? That's who you're gonna pick? That big Tarzan back there? I don't think so.
Yeah, if you want to vote someone off, you don't.
You got to create something that is at least
I wouldn't tell him
believable enough. Like
I would just tell him something like Suri always does. Tell them something they want to hear.
Mhm.
Exactly. Elena says, I like Rizzo so much more this season. Must build up tolerance. No, I don't think so. I think he's just grown on us.
No,
I do.
I still don't have a tolerance.
I know. I was texting with Amanda during the episode.
No, sir.
And I was like, I'm a stan now. And she was like, ugh, I'm fine with what he's doing, but I also find him so annoying still.
Yes, that is it. Okay. When she
said I'm making a good case for him keeping him. She said
when he managed
he's making
to
a good case for keeping him and voting him out at the same time. No, sorry.
Yeah. When he managed to lay out 3 Taylor Swift titles in his goodbye to Charlie.
I mean, it was a very long compound run-on sentence,
but still,
I appreciate it. And I
Right.
also appreciated the getaway car reference because, that's not one of the ones that people automatically go with.
Yeah. But it also made me laugh because I was like, so you're saying you're also a fan.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought that too. I was like, oh.
And I think that Riz was like, there's only room for one Swiftie on this island.
Yeah, there's only one
It's
Swiftie
not
on this
you.
island.
No, he's still kind of grates against my brain a little bit. But when he makes a good move, I will say, hey,
he knows how to play the game.
He knows.
We saw that the first time around. And again, I think he is giving information out, but he's only giving information out he wants to give out.
Yes, he's kind of figured out the right way to let people say, like, I'm gonna tell you this, you're gonna trust me. You don't realize that I'm also got this, and this. It's like, I found $100 bill on the beach, but I'm not gonna tell you is I also found an envelope full of $100 bills.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So do you think Coach is going to give him a new nickname?
Okay, yes. Charlie Wright vote for, let's just finish them up. Charlie Wright vote for that tribe. I feel like he was the easiest vote.
I would have voted Rizzo just because
Same.
I can't trust him. I know nothing about his game.
But it's good enough that he charmed everybody.
Well, those people should have been smarter.
Yeah. So
I think, like Camilla said, I think it's a matter of, is it the devil you know or the devil you don't know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie's game. So, and he hasn't
Yep.
changed, except he looks like a serial killer.
yes,
except
and
he looks a little creepy. Yeah.
Camilla was spitting truth this episode.
She always does. That's why we love her so much.
One more thing before we move on, though. I have to say that when Suri called Rizzo my boy Rizzo in that confessional, if this is the first time Rizzo ever heard that, do you think that he literally died? Melted into a puddle?
He's a super fan, so
Yeah.
I would have died.
if Suri said something nice about me, I'd be.
My
okay.
profile picture on all the things would be the gif of Suri being like, my girl Colleen.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
who wouldn't really?
Yes. Okay, yeah, let's move into the final tribe, the Kahlo tribe. Coach loves a social game. He's working with Chrissy, Colby, Genevieve, Joe. He's got the final deal with Joe and Colby, his fellow men of honors. He says, as he's knighting them, I die if Siri called me a dirty hoe, Kimberly says in the chat. You know, I would also make that a GIF of my profile picture.
Yeah,
And
it would be a t-shirt. I would wear it.
I would
proudly.
tattoo
Yeah.
it. I would tattoo a picture of Cerie's confessional being like, Colleen's a dirty hoe. But I would do it Ben Affleck style, and I put it like on my entire back.
Yes. Embrace it.
So that way when people saw it, I wouldn't be able to see their reactions to it. Okay, the coach thing though. So coach, he's knighting people while holding rosary beads and just running the tribe. He's a coach. Whenever
That
coach
man.
goes out, if he does go out, I don't know, but like it's gonna be a wild episode. It's gonna be like Q going out, like his first ever out. People
Yeah,
are just gonna
I
be
like-
holy F.
I got to experience something really fun tonight. And that was watching somebody who hasn't really watched Survivor witness
Mhm.
a coach confessional with raw eyes, you know? And the amount of times that
Raw
the
dog in a
eyes-
coach confessional.
Oh man, the amount of times those eyes pulled away from the TV and looked over at me and then back to the
Is this guy
TV
for
and
real?
back over to me. I'm like, and that's why they keep bringing this lunatic back. Look at this guy giving away nicknames.
No one loves Coach more than Coach loves himself.
So true.
And that's a good thing, right? We all need a little self-love.
I get it. You know, he's not a bad guy.
I'm just kidding.
He's just a different person. He's got
He's
an
a
ego.
different person. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
He's his own hype man. Like Rizzo, actually.
Yeah.
There are
Yep.
different types of their own hype men.
He's
but they're
he's
their
an
own
old
hype men.
an older Rizzo. He should call himself Coach God.
Coach God. He can. He's holding the rosary beads. That's a sin.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The rosary beads. Okay. Like you do you, buddy. That's worked for you all these years. Just keep
I
doing it.
guess. I mean, whatever. I've got plenty of pairs of rosary beads, so whatever.
Well,
they,
I think-
they comfort
I think-
me too. Okay, I wouldn't
think-
bring
I
them on TV, but yeah.
I think Joe ate it up. I think Joe loved that.
Joe,
He did.
Colby's like going, dude, my foot hurts. Can I sit down? I mean, but whatever you want to do. I don't think Colby's really buying it so much as far as.
I think Colby was flattered though.
Yeah, I guess so.
We got a lot of Colby love this episode between the nickname and then Jeff's impression of Colby, which okay, we'll
box
get to those
line.
in a second. But like it was so freaking funny. Let's talk about it now. Do you think that Coach is upset that he didn't get an impression of him? I think it's because just Jeff and nobody can ad-lib a Coach story as that quickly.
No.
Even though it just means pulling BS out of your butt.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
this
but you
box
know what?
wine here came from the monks
No,
in the
I-
high
no, but I think
whatever.
no,
and
I
the
think
dragon
Coach-
slayer slit his throat, and it became this wine, the blood that he brought into the chalice.
I think Coach
That's
believes
it.
it.
That's a dead on.
I think Coach believes everything he says. I'm trying to think of the character on TV that's like that.
Oh, he's like
Oh.
watching like a
Yes.
character from like The Office. Like he's just
Yeah,
He's
I was
kind of like
thinking
watching
the
Michael Scott on TV.
Mhm. He means everything he
Or
says.
Dwight.
He says it with like real conviction and heart. It just sounds like lunacy. That's it.
like George Costanza says, it's
He's
not a
lunacy.
lie if you believe it.
Yes.
It's just an alternate truth.
Yeah,
yes.
if you believe
Like Costanza.
that's how you beat a lie detector. It's not a lie if you
Mm.
You
believe
just
it.
gotta believe it.
All right, so back to the Coach tribe, though. So that was ridiculous. We also have Aubrey, the great Aubrey, going to Coach. Oh,
Great
wait,
pictures,
before we go on,
baby.
Brian says in the chat, Coach is a younger Creed Bratton.
Creed, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great one. Yeah, Creed.
I can
Bratton,
see
yeah.
that too.
Mhm.
Okay, but yes, Aubrey, the great Aubrey, who she recognizes, all right, like I gotta she worked with Debbie, and she's like,
Well, she also had to
Coach.
cut Debbie loose.
yeah,
that cost her $1 million.
Debbie is the Creed Bratton of Abby Maria's.
They should have brought Debbie back.
Hashtag.
I I think we talked about why they couldn't bring
Yeah.
Debbie back. Wasn't there like a lawsuit or something against her?
Probably.
know.
Who knows?
No, yeah, it was. She had some sort of issue.
Well, she was on the Supreme Court.
of the legal
Yeah,
encounter.
Yes,
She got kicked
yes.
off the Supreme Court.
Hashtag SCOTUS.
Yeah, she got kicked off. She didn't like beer sufficiently enough to be on the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this Aubrey thing. We didn't get a whole lot of the Aubrey Genevieve thing, but it's interesting. Do we think that Aubrey is going to successfully get Coach to like godfather her under his protection?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Coach feels like that a single female can be a serious ally.
No.
I don't know that it'll work.
He likes Chrissy though.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
does he? I think Aubrey's a better player than Genevieve.
I don't know though.
She's seasoned. She is just because she is experienced. I think so experienced. I think maybe there's that, but they're very similar in so many ways. I really want those two to work together rather than against each other. Oh,
And really,
yeah,
that's what Aubrey should do is try and mend the fences and go after the boys.
I can be a number for you.
But
I see what you're doing. I like it.
I think it's just a play seeing that Coach has more numbers on his side.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the guys. I mean,
he's got the guys
big
and
boys
then
over there.
And then Genevieve by extension. And so I do think that Aubrey is making the right move, that if she needs to appeal to someone for protection, Coach is the one to go to because he's got ego. Yeah, exactly. Like he's got ego, he's got standing. Like, I do think that would be the better person. Like, nobody on this current tribe is coming for Coach because Coach has set him up with his, loyalty shields of Colby and Joe.
I just want a name, Coach. Just give me a name.
Yeah, give me a name.
You can call me anything.
I'll take it.
I'll take Poop Face. I don't care. Just give me a name.
But yes, okay. Real quick, let's talk about the Tribal Council Jeff impressions.
So much better than the rapping.
If Jeff would have done this when he had a talk show, it'd still be on.
And I don't think he did that on the spot because nobody was like, "Hey, yeah."
Because he on his talk. I don't know if you ever watched his talk show. I watched it a few times, but he didn't just have any. He just wasn't spontaneous. He wasn't.
He needed a Riz God. He needed some Riz.
He neneeded something, some personality.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought on who they bring on. Was it Yvette Brown or I can't remember who it was to try and save it, but this was Jeff. I'm like going, my God, Jeff, you do have what it takes to do it. That was funny.
Seemed like he was back in the first half of Survivor, he did seem to have moments of being spontaneous and giving them a little bit of razzing them a little bit during the challenges and having a laugh, and just there was more of him.
Like he took it too serious. Like it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
His job as host is to entertain.
Yeah.
I think he lost that.
Yes. Yes. But tonight was good to see him loosen up a little bit. And like I said, he's actually kind of good at those.
The Christian impression in front of Christian was hilarious.
It was. Great. And Christian's like going, I do sound.
Yeah, Christian's like, fair enough. Fair enough.
Jeff.
Well, Jeff, statistically, you had a 1 in blah, blah, blah chance to.
when in actuality.
And I'm still wearing my tan pants, but no one shows the backside.
I washed him. I got him.
That was actually really funny and catty of Ozzy when he made the reference of like, maybe my algorithm doesn't show me whatever. I'm like, oh, Ozzy's done some research into Christian.
Yeah.
Or at least he knows the word algorithm.
It's because
Cerie's going to be so proud when they get back up. Yeah, when they meet back up at the merge next week, which 17 people? A 17-person merge? That is insanity.
That's what I wish they'd have. They should only have one tribe.
That's a lot.
We've been saying that for a long time. Just have one tribe.
Because we tried that on the same beach with One World, and I guess it was just a bunch of dummies, actually, who were cast with Kim.
Break a show, as it turns out.
It was like Kim and Kat and Tarzan.
Oh. Oh, the Tarzan.
Although One World, that was Colton's first season, right?
One World sounds like that one show.
Colton. Woohoo!
MTV.
That
show.
Colton's One Life to Live.
No, it's MTV had it. Real
Oh,
World.
Yeah,
Real World.
Yeah, now one of them is a transportation secretary. So obviously people with and Kim hosts her own like do-it-yourself TV show. So like, you know, you go places if you're in a show with the word world in it. Anyway, okay. So and One World's Colton season, and Colton had that somebody shared that super clip of Colton.
The guy that quit twice.
Quit twice. The guy that said that all sorts of incredibly racist things and just offensive things in general.
I'll say this: anyone who's tried to get on the show, and I have, and you see someone get on there twice and they quit, becomes the number one hated person ever on Survivor.
Well, there's a reason he's never been asked back. He doesn't do anything.
Just because you think he's an asshole and he's going to bring ratings in, well, you don't have to think he is. He is.
He is.
And to put up with, he should have never been back the second time.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was,
when he came back the second time for Blood versus Water,
because he came in there with his
Caleb,
fiance, who was
rest
so
in peace.
nice.
Caleb was great.
Caleb was an amazing person that made me think, like, why are you with this dude?
Yeah. So, but Colton should have never been allowed back. Ever.
No, but rest in peace, Caleb.
You quit. That's it. Yeah. Rest in peace, Caleb. Got hit by a train, right, or something?
Yeah, hit by a train.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway.
And it wasn't Colton.
Surprisingly.
Do we know Colton didn't push him in front of the train?
I don't know, but it's been like 15 years, so I think I can make the joke. But like, rest in peace. For real, though. That guy seemed like a really good dude.
Caleb was great. Colton was an asshole.
Colton
was a terrible, mean person.
I kind of forgot about him until you brought him up, and now I'm getting angry.
The clip, there was a clip of all of his worst moments that went around Twitter last week because somebody was like really like so Genevieve Twitter was upset that Aubrey called her a bitch. And then everybody was like, hey, you know that post season 41, people were really like mean to one another. And then, so there was like people that posting clips of like previous, like, ooh, I don't know if you can say that now stuff. No, Genevieve was on 47.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was.
No, 46. She was on 46. Right? Yes, she was on 46.
One of those.
But no, just post like the new era Survivor. People used to, and when nobody didn't want villains anymore, like people used to be really mean to each other. And honestly, like it was fun to have somebody to hate. And I'm sure that
why? Because that's real life. People, you could put 20 people in a room and you're not going to get hunky-dory 20 people going, oh, I love you, you're great.
Yeah, and I think that's why everybody, also why it sucks that Colton quit instead of got voted out is because he never got to like have everybody tell him to his face how much they hated him.
Yeah, they knew they hated him. Again, I think it's another problem with Survivor is you can't. It's supposed to be the best social experience, whatever it is, and they've changed it to be, oh, we got people here that are just nice. They're just nice.
So there's no clear-cut villain this season. I think the problem is they're casting nice people, but they're not casting people that give good TV. And I think that is what we've been missing in New Era is like Rizzo gives great TV. Rizzo gives great TV. Jesse gave great TV. Who else?
Jesse choked. He should have won.
Yes, but that was fire, and you can't count that. Q, great television, right?
No, Q. I agree with Q. I just don't think I'm just not a big. I just don't think Rizzo's that great. I don't think anything he does is that exciting.
I'm having fun with Rizzo this season. Maybe last season I was very like what's the word?
I agree with Elena. I just don't get
Rizzo
it.
Rizzo said, I like Rizzo much more this season. Okay. I don't know. I think that Rizzo frustrated me last season because his only move was the idol play. But when you think about it, like he played that friggin' idol play like 6 episodes in a row. Like shame on everybody that didn't like.
Again, he was playing. Like, he was
six times. Like shame on all of you.
He was playing with dumb players.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
just
I
people
mean,
that
I
were
hate-
too
I hate-
nice
I hate
to make
to-
a move.
I'm pretty sure
They were
we
afraid
spent
to make
like
a move.
5 podcasts in a row talking about how dumb
Everybody was, yeah.
was.
And then you had what
And
season?
and why were you keeping Savannah around? I'm like going, don't
Mhm.
doesn't make
It's
sense. Get rid of her.
But then because Savannah kept winning immunities. That's why.
She did, but when she loses, that's when you go, okay, what's the
but then-
smart move here?
This season
Oh,
with
let's vote
Q,
out the person that can't win.
this season with Q and Tiffany and Charlie, that was a season where people went home with idols in their pockets, like
one after
No,
another.
5 times in a row.
Yeah, that was insane
Mhm.
too. But anyway,
It was
what
a
my
lot,
my
yeah.
point is, I don't mind like casting nice people, but I wish that all of the nice people were more like Rizzo or Camilla, who
Camilla has
like
said Camilla
like,
has said multiple times it was incredibly frustrating, like her season. Like she liked Kyle and she got along with Kyle, but she absolutely hated the dynamics of everybody has to be each other's best friends.
Exactly. And I think
Right.
that that's the problem is you need to cast more people that are okay
Because
with
that's
not
not the
being best
game.
friends.
That's
You need
not the game.
Exactly.
The
You
game
need
is-
somebody that's going to be willing to go out there and be like, F you, Brad Culpepper, and like give us entertainment while also playing a good game. or
Genevieve is
whatever.
another one who was like, I don't really care so much about being friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
the
a
part
lesson
of
to
the
learn
game-
for her, but
You can be friends with somebody. You can get along with somebody, but when it comes down to winning the game, you got to know when to cut their throat. And and some of these people are just like, oh, I don't want to make them mad.
But yes, but not this season though. This season they're not afraid to make people mad, and you have people out there
Because
like
they played before.
exactly. And you have people out there right now like
Mhm.
Mike White, Angelina, Savannah, who are visibly bitter. Like Mike White didn't even go on the pre-jury trip. Like he was like, "Hey, I don't like the food here. Can I go pay for myself to go someplace else?" I'm like that.
I
That
really do
seems
enjoy
like-
listening to him talk about how much the fans suck, though. Sorry, I think it's hilarious.
But like that must have been like the time. Well, I don't know. We've got 17-person.
He's a great writer, but he's kind of boring. Does that make sense?
I think he's. I'm
just
sorry, but
don't-
his first season, he literally took a glass of wine on an idol hunt and walked into a tree.
Yeah, but
he
that-
got drunk.
That was funny.
funny.
But it doesn't make you unboring.
That's
But he's
true.
a great. He writes.
Yeah.
I mean, some of his great. He's great TV
Yeah.
as far as writing.
Elena said Devon's is good TV, but we don't see much of that tribe. Devon's is good TV. Christian is good TV.
I always
Emily is
thought-
good TV.
I always thought Devon's looked like Jared from Subway.
Why is?
Okay.
Yeah, I know you said that, but we're gonna
I've
move
said-
on
There's
from
some
that.
similarities.
Yeah.
I don't want a lawsuit. So
Well, I said that before it all came out. So
Now, but see, Devon's isn't on the loser tribe, so that's why we don't get to
No.
see much of him anymore.
no,
and Devon's can just fart and keep walking, which is amazing.
Just
that's
blame it on the
true.
duck, man.
I'm assuming it was him and not Jonathan.
Probably. But why is Rick wearing a suit to tribal? Did I miss something about that? Like
It
why
was
he's in a
cold.
suit? But why was that it?
It's cold. He doesn't have a jacket, does he?
Yeah. it's
So who
probably
did he get
just
the suit
warmer.
from?
He probably came in with a
He-
suit. They get
remember
like a
the-
whole wardrobe now.
remember the- They
Exactly.
got-
Like why did he bring the suit? That was my question.
Why wouldn't you bring a suit?
I mean, he is an anchor, right? He probably wears a suit every day.
That's
I
true.
think.
Okay, let's.
If you wear a suit, you look good in it. You're gonna come on tribal council with a suit. Just saying.
Look at me in my suit. Simmer down, Rizzo. See how much serious it is in a suit?
Yeah.
You even own a suit, Riz God.
Have you ever been fitted for a suit, Riz?
Yeah, and we're not talking bathing suit. We're talking suit.
A suit. Okay, let's take our commercial break here. And when we come back, we've got some feedback, and we'll do tally the votes. Here we go.
Right.
All right, we're back.
We are.
We have an email from Mandy.
That
and
was
Mandy,
that commercial for Men's Warehouse was great.
amazing. Mandy says the girls swear when Jeff said vote out the 6 and 7 person, Jeff did the hand motion. Can we stop the 69?
Did he? He
67
did
rate?
6-7?
Was this for
Maybe.
I didn't
Mandy?
even see it. I
Yeah.
missed it.
Mandy? I didn't
Did
hear.
he do? I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. 6'7".
No, Jeff's not that cool. There's no way.
Yeah, no, Jeff is actually dorky enough that when this trend was in full effect last May, that he would do it, not realizing that a year later it wouldn't.
6'7". I wasn't even paying attention.
Miami Mike says Rick is probably just a huge fan of Barney from How I Met Your Mother. Suit up.
There you go.
Mandy
Wait for it.
continues.
Is
Mandy
6'7"
continues.
still a thing?
It is not still a thing.
Okay, cool.
It's wearing
Mandy
out. It's wearing out.
With Jonathan and a beautiful dive. Oh, I'm sorry. Again with Jonathan and a beautiful dive. Queen Tiffany with untying those bags like a baddie. Literally the only tribe I didn't want to win one. I know Christian is a professor, but no need for perfect attendance at Tribal. That's a great line, Mandy.
We forgot to mention how good Tiffany was with those.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm like going, why didn't everybody think of that?
She
Good
did
job,
great.
Tiffany. She was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, welcome to the game, Tiffany. I'm so glad that they finally showed something with you in it.
Yeah, other than
She
being
found
with
the
Aubrey.
conch shell too.
That was pretty
That was
cool.
good.
That was really cool.
I'm
Didn't
just
Aubrey
waiting.
say you-
I'm waiting for
didn't-
Tiffany to clock Rizzo. She's gonna be the one that goes, this kid has got to go.
Maybe I didn't hear.
Yeah,
it right,
but if Suri doesn't want Rizzo to go, then sorry, Tiff.
maybe I didn't hear it right. But did Aubrey say you can be the first one to blow it?
I think she did.
Okay, just saying.
That is what she said.
She said, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I thought that's what she said. That was going to be but I couldn't pass on the coach.
Yeah, well, that's what you do. All right. Charlie wearing the buff in a new way, and we are here for it. Y'all, what am I to do when one kid is all on Rizzo and the other is all Charlie? The struggle is real in the Billings home. Merge. 27 exclamation points. Well, I hope you just got to keep your kids from having bad blood.
You got to kick the loser kid to the curb. They're out.
You're out.
Sorry, you lost. I don't know you anymore.
So when Charlie went home, did the one that was rooting for Rizzo say, you lost the smallest man that ever lived? Or sorry, I guess gonna keep up with the Taylor Swift song jokes, but sorry, neither of you got that, but
you lost.
Somebody out there is laughing.
Those are bragging rights. That's something. You picked the wrong horse. You lose. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Unless it happens to me. I mean, you know how siblings can be. You know, if one kid picks the right, because Rizzo could win this thing.
I don't think Rizzo's winning this thing.
Well,
there's
Charlie,
enough grown-ups in the room to be like, hold on a second.
we know Charlie.
Hold
can.
up, bros.
We know Charlie can.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. There it is.
Mike says, I was really nervous for Christian and Rizzo tonight. I wasn't. I wasn't. Like, because we've gotten such a fantastic edit for Suri so far that I was like, like we had
Suri's
the whole
like
thing.
the Godfather. You don't see her the whole time, and then she just makes this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure Rizzo stays around for a while.
Exactly, and that is exactly what it was. And we had that whole thing last week, or what?
I think it's in her contracts. We don't see her. Maybe she's got like a cot, like a villa.
She's
somewhere.
actually staying on Island of the Idols, where Boston Rob and Sandra built their.
And she's got this, this luxury, and she goes, "Oh, I'm ready for my scene." Okay.
No, but we had that whole scene with Rizzo and Suri being like, "Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan. Like I met you when I was like 8 years old," and then Suri being like, "I don't remember you, Riz God."
Go to hell.
So I don't know. I was not nervous for Rizzo because I was like, "There's no unless Suri goes home next episode, there's no way that like we see this and Rizzo's."
You know how she goes home? Rizzo sends her home.
Yeah.
And now they know they can't.
Shut your whore mouth. No.
I'm going to have that tattooed on my shoulder. You shut your whore mouth.
I'm just saying. No.
Why do you have to shut your whore mouth? Because I do.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna be that guy. Suri did want to protect him, but the votes came down to a tie. It was Camilla that saved him. It was going to go against him. So Suri needs to be a little bit louder or quieter about wanting him because he was about to go.
I was surprised Camilla,
but I don't think he was about to go.
Camilla's a smart player, and she said,
is.
Kyle wasn't there long enough because she knows
Yeah.
Kyle's
I love
game.
that. She's like, come on.
She knows Kyle's game. She had to know that Rizzo was lying, unless she's using this to her. She's a smart player. Maybe she uses it as her advantage. She gets rid of Charlie, who never would have worked with her anyway. Rizzo thinks she's working with. She's got her. I'm the Riz God, and she's like going, yeah, whatever. I know you're full of crap. So
I think that
How
it's
was
more
the
that.
move
Like
again?
you
How
keep
was
the
the
person
move?
around.
I got you wrapped
keep
around
the
my finger.
And I think that's what it came down
Yeah.
to for Camilla is that you keep the person around who wants to work with you versus the person that's playing their cards so close to their chest.
Yeah.
Like Rizzo is an
Right.
open book. And if he's lying, he talks so freaking much that at some point you're going to catch him in a lie.
Yeah.
I
And again,
think she's
I
smart
think
enough to
she-
do that.
Yeah, and I think that it's the
And-
devil that you don't know but continues to overshare their entire life versus
And she knows that Kyle was not. You're my number
Exactly.
one after one
Yeah.
day. There's no way. And anyway.
yeah.
she's
So I think that
"Kid,
Camilla
you are
made the
not
right
cool
decision
enough to
tonight
be
for her too.
Kyle's number one. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how everything when she talks, like when you see her talk to him, and she did this in her season 2, and then it goes to her confession, like her words are like a sarcastic pat on the back.
Yes.
I just love her so much.
She's
I know, me too.
she's a great player and probably should have won that season.
Yeah. Well,
I think she probably played a
Her-
better game than Kyle. She just didn't have the numbers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, she
But
lost at fire. So
Yeah, well, that's true.
she'd
too.
have the fire.
Yeah, they'll do
which
it.
also,
apparently.
Well, she's not great at the challenges, so other than puzzles.
but she's
and stuff
great
like
at puzzles. She
She's
can
great
look at a
at puzzle-
puzzle and solve it like that.
Yeah, but you got to get to the puzzle in time to.
Well, that's why those team challengers are great because
Yeah,
you
but
don't
if-
need to
when
if you're not physical. You just need to sit out
Yeah,
until that.
when it comes to
like,
individual
puzzle.
challenge, if you can't
Yep.
get out of the net in the mud, you're not going to.
Yeah, that was
It doesn't matter how
awful.
good you are at the puzzles.
That's very true.
Mm-mm.
But I don't know. But
I like her. I like her.
I like Camilla too, and she's another one who's never had her torch snuffed. She did, but it wasn't like voted out torch snuffed.
Right.
Her
Just
torch
like-
got stuff because she couldn't get it started.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's why they didn't. Yeah.
Yes, that.
Use the gasoline.
Oh my God. Okay, let's move into the tally of the votes. Let me share my screen.
Bum 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 bum. Tally the votes.
Sorry, where are we? Here we go. Okay, preseason picks. Who did we have going home when? Let's see.
I
We
had the two tries
had
over.
Tiffany. Oh, Charlie. Okay, I had him pre-merge. Jamie had him final 3, and you had him merge. Surprise vote for me. I don't even remember saying that. So
I don't remember either. I had a merge.
you
Well,
had
Charlie,
merge.
if you would have listened to me and said, "Hey, let's play a game," or it's not just I'm just focusing on one person.
And then who was our other? Oh,
You
Angelina.
tried to tell him. You tried.
I did.
We all had Angelina merge. I had her as fallen angel. So nobody gets a point. Let me share. Nobody gets a point for Angelina. Right now, I have a point for Charlie. So now 2 to 2 to 1. Jack and I have 2. Jamie has 1. But let's move over to this our picks for last week. What we had decided on was you can get 3 points if you get them in a row, and then 1 point per person. So let's see.
I was so
Jamie,
close.
Okay, so actually we were all very close. So Jamie had Angelina and Rizgod. So she gets a point for Angelina. Jack had Christian and Charlie. So you were also very close, Jack. You can thank Ozzy for that. So you get a point for Charlie, and I get a point for Angelina because I had
It
Angelina.
should have been Christian, but I love Christian on the show.
I know he's such good TV. So right now, this is the lowest points that we've ever gotten, which is kind of nuts. Yes.
That
So I
means
got a
they're just
point
being
anyway.
unpredictable. That's okay.
That's
The
very
lower-
true.
The lower our points are, it's probably a better season because it's
That's
more
very true as
unpredictable.
well. That's
Well,
very true.
it is tough because you can't, it's returning players, so you don't know about the pregame alliances.
Yes. Before we make our picks, Mike also says, I love the alliance of Camilla D, Rizzo, and Sari. It's the opposite of the lame Coach Joe and Colby alliance.
The lame one and the
Well,
cool one.
it's definitely a better looking alliance, I would say, right?
I don't know. Like, they're coloring Colby's eyes and just making them look absolutely like
Gorgeous,
spectacular.
And Colby had his teeth done too, so he's
yeah, he's looking good.
Those aren't
Yeah, I think
55-year-old teeth.
Colby and Christian both have their eyes like just boom on fire. They're so bright.
I was like, Christian's eyes are like deep blue.
Mm-hmm. They're
yes,
very pretty.
And it's funny. I don't remember Angelina looking that good the first season.
Angelina's eyelashes. I don't know what if they're like, you know, she got them done or she's wearing fake ones out there, but they are like out of control gorgeous. Her eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't remember. I always thought she was
no, they're fake. They're clearly.
No, I'm saying her overall appearance. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, she looks great.
She's okay, let's.
And you think Mike White would stay around for her friend coming, but not Mike White. Now, don't take it personal, Mike White. I still want to be on White Lotus 5.
Okay, so Jack, stop tapping. You're making me nervous.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the season finale is scheduled to air on May 20th.
May 20th.
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes left. But I'll
be gone for a week.
Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. We have 8 episodes left, and we have 17 people left. So
there's going to be a lot of double votes, or someone.
So there's got to be a lot of double votes.
Does Colby go home because of his foot?
I don't know, but do we think that there is another double vote coming up?
Oh, there's got to be.
I wonder if it isn't at Merge.
Well, that's my thought too, because we have 17 people. So
we have 17
the most
people.
that we've had at Merge is 13, right?
I think so.
So is it possible that we merge and don't have a jury?
Well, and Jeff said like we're about to change Survivor history or some blah blah blah.
Yeah, they should have anyone who gets. If you have 16 people, wait. I guess we have final 3. Be 14 people in the jury. Have 14 people in the jury. Just have a big jury, right?
Oh my God, the tapping!
Oh, I'm sorry.
You gotta stop tapping. You're making my anxiety. It's just like the opposite of tapping for anxiety. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you out, but it's making me anxious. Oh my God, stop.
I get 1 million subscribers on TikTok doing this.
Kyle, what do you think you are, Rizzo? You just do whatever damn annoying thing you want and everyone's going to keep you around?
That's right. That's what it takes.
So
I'm the annoying God.
A 17-person merge would be wild, and yet we saw on the preview that they're all on the same beach wearing yellow.
Miami might cut it up. He doesn't watch previews.
Okay.
You just spoiled him.
Earmuffs, Miami Mike. But they're all wearing a buff. So I'm thinking that 17.
They're all in the buff.
They're all wearing buffs. They're like the same color buff. So I'm thinking that there has to be another double episode coming up.
Coach was like, I'm in the pool.
Stop it.
Yeah. And Miami Mike brings up the Australia Survivor as a big merge too. So this would be right about the numbers.
I'm cool with a big, I like a big merge.
Okay. So then, do you want to just pick one? I was going to say, do we want to pick 2 people on the assumption that the next 2 or 3 weeks are going to have?
Oh, is that where you were getting to?
Yes, that's what I was getting to.
Okay. Couldn't you have said that from the start?
I was getting there, but you kept taking me off topic. And I am led easily astray, okay?
I say we pick 2.
Okay.
And only the first one counts.
All right.
Okay, so if it's not a double vote, only the first one counts. If it's a double vote, same rules apply. You get a point if you get somebody right, you get 3 points, you get them right in order.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that then. Because I have a feeling that we're in for 2 episodes of double merges, of double votes or something.
I think there's going to be quite a few. I want to know.
We have to. We only have
that
7
preview
episodes
of
left.
It's never happened on. It better be good. It better not be some stupid thing, Jeff.
No mergatory, no whatever. Like, give us if you want. Let's have a jury that's big.
Because it was dark too. He made it really dark and creepy.
Right.
So.
Like I'm fine with a a 14 person jury. I'm totally fine with that, but like counting it like numbers wise, it doesn't make sense if we're not going to have a final 3 still. So I think that we need to have a couple more double episodes. So I bet you I wonder if next week it'll be one of those, we're going to have one man and one woman that's safe kind of thing.
Okay, yeah,
because they've done that on double episodes before.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so on that note, though,
or someone goes home hurt, and which would be Colby.
Right, I'm thinking that too because we got like that such a random confessional from Colby. We also have that Genevieve and Aubrey thing has to play out at some point soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Mike said I heard 6 is a 2-hour episode, so it could be another double eviction. No.
Oh, so that's next week? 2 hours?
No.
Oh, but I don't want it to be 2 hours.
Come on, Miami Mike. You ever have any good news?
I have 3 broadcasts next week. I can't have a 2-hour episode of this. I have to record on Wednesday because I'm doing a broadcast on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So
I can't do it, Miami Mike. I can't do a 2-hour episode. There's too many
commercials. Shani and Amanda don't know this yet, but that's fine. What I'm going to propose to them when we record tomorrow. Surprise, ladies! I was going to ask you,
or maybe not. It better be not, Miami Mike.
All right. Well, let's go with 2 people then. I'll go first. I think that you're right about Colby, and I think he might be a medevac, but I think he might be a second person medevac because I think that he's going to get further hurt at a challenge, and then like they'll get a vote, and then it'll be like Kyle. I think it's going to mirror the Kyle thing. So I think Genevieve is going to go. I think that we're going to get the Genevieve.
Oh my
Aubrey
God,
thing.
we're getting the same. We have the same thing.
No, I'm going backwards. Genevieve Colby. Is that what you're guessing too?
I'm going Genevieve Colby. I think Colby. You hurt your foot. It doesn't heal quick because you're all.
Oh shoot! Wait, should I switch it then? I'll switch it so that way we don't mirror each other.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going Genevieve Colby. I can switch if you want. I don't care.
That's okay. I got it. I'll switch because, well, whichever one of us is right is gonna get 3. If they both go home, then we'll get 3 points. Okay. I think you might be right though. I hope I'm
wrong. I hope Colby stays around, but when you start complaining, when you start talking about a foot, it doesn't heal quick. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did to it, but
okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go Aubrey Colby. No, Aubrey as an idol. Shoot. Aubrey as an idol. What do you think, Jamie? While I decide this. Let me go look at
my ex-fiance heard it on TikTok Survivor.
That it's a double. See, I'm not on TikTok.
Well, Mike, I hope you're wrong. I hope your fiance is wrong. I thought you got married already.
All right. I am going to, because they're coming into merge, and I'm going to make a huge swing for the fences.
Okay.
I am going to put down D.
Oh.
And Devins.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It is a 2-hour episode, Miami Mike says.
It is a 2-hour episode. Okay.
Hate Miami Mike.
So I'm thinking that it's either going to be, I think Aubrey is going to play her idol. And I think it's going to be Genevieve or Tiffany because if they're smart, they'll split the vote.
And does D like every music group?
Oh my God. When she almost cried about that, I was like, oh my goodness,
you don't
D.
get to do it twice.
Like, who's going to come on here?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, it's a 2-hour episode. Oh man, that's a
bummer. Miami Mike. God, you ruined my day. I'm glad your Dolphins suck. Anyway.
All right. That's fine. Whatever. I'll stick with that. I was like, shoot. I don't know.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about Colby. He's a great, he was a great player of season 1. Season 2, how did he go out season 2? Pretty early, right? I mean, his second season, he went out pretty early.
Oh, sorry. What was his second season? All Stars? No.
he didn't do well in his second season, but first season he probably should have won. I hope he doesn't go up for an injury. I'd hate to see that, but he's old. He's 55.
Yep. I mean, it's a thing. It could be.
Yep.
Could be.
But
that's why they're putting it out there.
I feel like that's the only way. I mean, I'm not putting it in there because both of you guys are kind of putting on there, but I'm thinking other than that purpose, I wouldn't see him going because, he's been given a nickname by coach, which is
he has been given a nickname. And I also think that maybe this is setting us up for him to go into the radar a la Tyson when Tyson said that he hurt his
what do you give him? The oak tree? What do you call him? Oak tree, something like that? Coach?
Hold on, I'll give it to you. Hold on, I got these guys down.
I don't know. This is tough. This is really tough.
It's a really, really difficult. That's why
if he goes out, coach is going to call him limping loser.
The weeping Willard.
Okay, you know what? Oh, this is really difficult
here.
This is okay. I should
not
think
was the first strongest guy in Survivor.
He's
right?
the
He was the first
oak-bound warrior.
He was the OG, but like really, Ozzy was the first like challenge beast, right?
But I'm saying, but Colby was the first guy that was like, because the first season really didn't have that person.
Right.
And let's you count Rudy.
Yes, noted challenge beast Rudy.
Love Rudy.
Rest in peace too, as well. All right, I'm gonna stick with that. I don't know what to do. I hate when I get all in my head about these stupid things. They're stupid. They're dumb.
It's because returning seasons are so hard to predict. It's
because you don't know about the pregame alliance. I keep saying that you don't know.
It does make a difference. I'm not going to argue with that at all. It comes into play.
I think that's why Mike.
Thanks, Boston Rob.
I'm sure Mike White had a pregame alliance, but like he said, Christian said, he's a smart player. You gotta get rid of him, and that's why Ozzy should have got rid of Christian because Christian is a smart player.
Yes. Okay. So on that note, everybody, we'll see you next week at the at
3:00 in the morning
when it ends. 15 minutes when it's over. It's a 2-hour episode. So we'll see you at 10:15, and we will try to keep it speedy. Because I don't know, there might be a lot to talk about. Oh God, I'm kind of worried that next week. Tiffany's a good guest too. I know, Mike, right? Like I feel like Tiffany might be a victim. I like Tiffany too, or it could be Christian's time to go.
It could. That was another one I thought, but I wasn't going to write his name down. Damn it.
He doesn't have a strong alliance anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, but if he gets back at the merge, he'll get back with
Mr. Devins
and whoever Devins is working with as well.
Except for Devins really doesn't have anybody.
There's been a lot of
with Christian.
There's a lot of shenanigans and hijinks that like have gone on involving Christian, but like anybody that hasn't been on his tribe yet or whatever, or even like somebody like Joe that's like, oh, the dude pooped his pants. Like people could still underestimate him.
Absolutely. I mean, he did poop his pants.
I pooped my pants.
It happens.
Again,
I'm not a threat. I just did here and poop myself.
First, even if you don't think you're going to poop, even if you don't think you're going to poop your pants, you don't wear tan pants on where you can't wash them because it's going to be dirty by the 26th day. They're going to be filthy.
Yes. The man's a brand new father. He doesn't understand this yet.
No, I just don't think he understands life. I mean, you don't wear tan. I mean, I think I don't wear tan pants.
Okay.
Not for full-time island wear.
No.
We're going to go now. We will see you all next week at about 10:15-ish. Or
there goes our sponsorship for tan pants.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, big tacky.
We were so close.
Yeah, we were so close.
If you have any
phone with them and they start bashing our tan pants.
If you have any feedback, survivorjjc@gmail.com.
Wait. All you need to say is, Mandy, if you have any feedback.
No, because Victoria gives us feedback.
Mandy
gives us feedback.
Whoa. When is Victoria giving us feedback?
Not this season, but she's given us before.
Victoria.
Whenever I ask Amanda for feedback, she texts it to me.
Well, we haven't had feedback from. She's not even in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Victoria.
I want to go to sleep. It's 11:05.
I want to go to sleep.
You're not catching my drift here. Okay. So, long story short,
I played left drift in high school.
Listen, Tabby McTapperstein, we're going to bed. We're ending this episode. Okay.
We'll talk to everybody. Khaki pants and go to bed.
And we'll talk to everybody next week. April
It's like
Fools,
a Survivor. There's
episode.
like 400 commercials.
Yes, this is, dude. And you are the reason, if you were on Survivor and you kept doing this, they'd be like, hey, let's go back to 60-minute long episodes.
Yes. Well, hey, and I would be the hero. I would be the hero. People go, oh, he should be back for every season.
and Sari would be like, that man has charmed me. Hey, I have an extra vote.
Well,
no,
Sari
would
go back to your condo. We'll come back when your scene is filmed.
No, Sari would be like, I give you permission to kill him.
Oh, Sari would love me. Come on. That damn whore, the dirty whore.
Ho. Okay. On that note, everybody, we'll see you next week. I hope that you come back and join us live or listen to the show. Continue.
Well, there's 5 in there now.
Okay, bye.
But Miami Mike doesn't count.
My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Dirty Ho.
Peace out, everybody. Bye.